So, I have been sick all week with the bad head cold, and today is the first day that I'm really feeling better. So, of course, I'm making a yoga video. No, truthfully, I don't really want to do this right now, or I feel freedom not to do this right now. Don't worry, but I'm also feeling this pull, this message that keeps coming up time and time again in conversation and in things friends are sharing and saying, and it's this idea that there's power in sharing our story in the midst of our story. And there's something beautiful about inviting people in when things aren't picture perfect. And just being open with our lives, even when we don't want to be, when we'd rather close off, and making that a choice and a practice and a discipline. I know that I've experienced that when other people have invited me into that, and I'm experiencing this new freedom to invite people into my mess, that I don't have to be well or perfect. I don't have to have just the right environment or have just the right message or have things planned out or look a certain way or act a certain way or have things be a certain way and have it all together. Like, I can invite you guys in. I can invite people into my story and into my creating and into my life right here in the midst of it. So that's what I want to do today. I want to just invite you into my practice today in the midst of not feeling well and my daughter watching a marathon of TV in the other room and my house being a disaster because I've been sick all week, and just in the midst of it. Because that's where stuff happens. Like, that's where community happens, and that's where God meets us. Like, He doesn't ask us to have things together, to have things worked out perfect, to get all our baggage taken care of, to be free from all our burdens and have things worked out. He just asks us to come, and to come as we are, to come where we are, and that's where He meets us. And so I feel like that's where He invites us to meet each other too. So today, I'm gonna use all props because I'm tired and achy. So I've got a strap here and a block here and a firm pillow I might even use. And there's a practice, a very short little, like, really, it would be a warm-up, or it's not even really normally a whole practice, but it's what I did when I was at the beginning of the year. I was in the hospital with pneumonia. And when I started to feel better, there were just a few little poses, a few little things that I started to do to just open up my chest and open up my lungs and get back to the breath. And that's what I want to do today. When I got sick this time, really, it was the most sick I've been since having pneumonia, and I felt terrified. Like, all this fear came up in me, like this fear that I would get pneumonia again, that I would end up in the hospital again, that we would have this long stretch of illness again, that I couldn't heal again. And I've been sitting with that because I feel like that's so often how we enter into so much of life. Like, something happens that's bad, that wounds us, that hurts, and then we carry it into other things, and we live with this continual fear that it'll happen again, and so we shut down and we close off, and instead of entering in and instead of inviting people in, we make choices based on fear, and I don't want to live that way. So I'm doing this practice that I did then, sort of as a way of, saying, like, I'm going to do this same thing, and yet I'm going to let it be different, and I'm going to believe that it will be different, and believe that that I can live in a place of openness to God without fear, trusting in His love, trusting in His sovereignty, and in His care. So, sorry if I'm a little, if you have trouble hearing me, or I'm a little scatterbrained today. But what we're going to do is you're going to just start in a seated position, in a cross-legged seated position. If this is too much for you, you can sit on a block to just take some of the pressure out of your hips. You can also sit on a firm pillow if that's easier. Normally I prefer to just sit on the floor, but honestly this feels really nice right now, so I think I'm going to sit on the pillow. So go with what your body feels and what you need in this moment. Every day is different, friends, every single day that we practice. So let's just begin by closing our eyes and taking a few deep, slow breaths. The breath is what grounds us. The breath is the heart and soul of our practice. So friends, it's enough to just breathe. And if that's where you're at today, then just breathe. Just stay here, just sit here, just breathe. Breathe in love. Exhale and let go of fear. On your next inhale, sweep your arms out to the side and up overhead, inhaling. And then bring them back down again, exhaling. As if you're drawing a circle around yourself. Inhale and sweep the arms up. And exhale and bring them back down. Inhale up. And exhale down. One more time. Inhale up. And exhale down. Relax. Circle me, Lord. Keep peace near and discouragement afar. Circle me, Lord. Keep love in and fear out. Inhale and bring the arms up overhead again. And then on your exhale, take just a gentle twist to one side. Keeping the chest broad and open. And exhale and come back to center. Inhale and sweep the arms up overhead. And exhale and twist to the other side. Drop the shoulders out of the ears. Lengthen the spine. Exhale and come back to center. Inhale the arms up overhead and exhale them back down. And again, inhale up and exhale down. One more time, inhale the arms up and exhale down. And this time, as you bring the arms down, bring your hands behind your back and grab onto each elbow. If this is too easy for you, you can also bring your hands to prayer pose behind your back. Just listen to what your body needs right now. And then with your hands holding onto the elbows, I want you to slowly push the shoulders back and down, drawing the shoulder blades together, opening up the chest, opening up the heart center. Breathe. Still keeping the arms behind the back, drop one ear to one shoulder. And then come back to center and drop the other ear to the other shoulder. And come back to center, release the hands, roll the shoulders a couple of times. And then I want you to bring your hands into like cactus arms, we call them sometimes. If you want, you can touch the forefinger and the thumb together. And hold the arms here and inhale and exhale. And then what you're going to do is you're going to twist to the left as you inhale, and then I twist to the right as you exhale. Inhale, exhale. Go at your own pace with your breath, twisting side to side. If you start to feel lightheaded, go a little slower. Continue this motion as you bring your hands to your shoulders. Go at your own pace, your own speed. Nice big deep inhale as you stretch your arms up overhead. And exhale, bring them to prayer pose in front of your heart. Rest here, breathe. And then I want you to place your one arm down on the ground and another arm stretched up overhead to just get a nice side stretch. Don't collapse the chest, but allow the chest to stay open and broad. Keep the shoulder out of the ear. And you get lots of length. Inhale, come all the way up and switch to the other side. Keep both hips evenly on the ground. And inhale and come all the way back up to seated. Rest here for a moment. Breathe. Inhale and sweep the arms up overhead. And exhale and bring them back down to the floor. Inhale and sweep them up. And exhale down. One more time. Inhale up. And exhale down. Circle me, Lord. Keep peace near and discouragement afar. Circle me, Lord. Keep love in and fear out. Then we're going to come to staff pose, and you can stay up on the pillow if you want, or on a block. If that's where you are, you come down to the floor. So you're just going to stretch your feet straight out in front of you. And if you have a strap or a scarf, like I have, you can wrap that around the balls of your feet. And then inhale and press the tailbone down into the earth. And then on your next inhale, think of lengthening the head up towards the ceiling. Getting nice length all through the spine. And then keeping that length in the spine, bending from the hips, you can come forward a little bit, just as far as is comfortable for you today. Relax and come back up to seated. You can take the strap in on one foot and release the other foot, bringing the sole of the foot to the other leg and bending that knee. So you have just one leg stretched out in front of you. And we're going to do just the same sort of thing. Walk out over that leg, lengthening the spine, keeping the back long. And then what I want you to do is take the strap, come up a little so that your back is nice and straight. Take the strap in the opposite hand from the leg that's extended. And then I want you to, on your exhale, twist and open up towards that leg that's extended. And then exhale and come back to center and switch legs. You may have noticed that I put the pillow under my bent knee. It just relieves some of the pressure on the hips and allows, my hips aren't feeling very open today, so letting this drop is less supported, and putting the pillow there just gives a little more support for the hip. So that is always an option. So let's take the strap in both hands and just bend forward a little bit, keeping length through the spine. And just going forward as far as you're comfortable with today. And then come back up and take the strap in the opposite hand from the leg that's extended. Inhale and sit up nice and tall, and then exhale and twist out to the side. And exhale and come back to center. Release the legs. Come back to a cross-legged seated position. I want you to just do a couple kind of cat-cows from a seated position. So you're going to round the back and press back, and then press forward, opening the chest and the heart. Inhaling as you open and exhaling as you round. Go at your own pace. Move with your breath. And come back to center. Breathe. Inhale and sweep the arms up overhead. And exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. One more time. Inhale up. And exhale down. Circle me, Lord. Keep peace near and discouragement afar. Circle me, Lord. Keep love in and fear out. And I want you to just come down into Shavasana, into corpse pose. So you're going to just lay down on the floor on your mat, flat on your back, stretch your legs out and let them just rest open. Your hands and arms just rest open at your side. And just relax and breathe here. You can stay in Shavasana for as long as you need. Relaxing the body, sinking into the earth. Relaxing your muscles. Finding your breath. Lord God, we come before you just as we are. We come before you with all of our fears and all of our past baggage, all of our wounds and hurts, all of the mess that is our lives. Because living is messy, and none of us get out unscathed. So Lord, we come before you with all of it, with all of our junk, just as we are. Lord, I thank you that you meet us there, just as we are, with so much love. You see us down to our very core. You see all of us. And you love us. You love us. You love me. Thank you. Thank you. Lord, make me a person willing to invite others in the midst, in the middle, in the process, to tell my story, even when I don't know what story it is I'm telling. Lord, make me a person who lives with open hands and open heart. I pray these things in the name of the Triune God, the Eternal Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. Friends, if you need more time in Shavasana, just stay there. Pause the video, stop it, and just stay right where you are. Breathe, rest, be. If you're ready, then roll over to one side And slowly press yourself up to seated. We end our practice with the word namaste. And it means the light in me recognizes the light in you. The light in me sees, acknowledges, respects the light in you. So friends, today, I acknowledge your story. I acknowledge my story. Even when it's just kind of blah and messy, when we're sick or things aren't working out. You have something to give. Right in the midst, right in the middle. And so do I. You have light and life and breath and a voice. And so do I. So friends, the light in me acknowledges the light in you, right in the midst, right in the middle, in the process. Namaste.